Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis. Thank you for letting me do that. Now, the first thing I have to tell you is that you clearly spent some money on this site. It is money well spent. It is a beautiful site. It has a great layout, good fonts, a nice color scheme, and it's interactive, so it's interesting to go to. Now, here is the truth is that I don't care about the aesthetics of your site so much. I mean, it's a beautiful site. Don't get me wrong. I'm not degrading that at all. But it's great for somebody that gets here. But there is not a website that searches by beautiful sites. If there was, you would certainly be on it. But there is only other ways that people get to your site, and I'm going to show you what those ways are, and I'm going to show you how your site has been underperforming. And I'm also going to show you how to fix it. All things you could do yourself, probably best done with an expert, but you could give them a shot. Number one is after I look at your site, I go to this paid tool that I have. It gives me all the metrics of your site, shows me how it's been performing over the last couple of months. Now, the next thing I do is I go and do a regular old Google search for Tucson, Arizona roofers. And the reason I do that is because Google is responsible for about 96% of your traffic. That is a huge percentage of your traffic. So it is important to know how Google works. Most people do not. And not knowing how something works that could potentially help you is not in your best interest. So I'm going to explain to you a bit about how Google works. I'm going to show you that as we go down the Google search results. And this is part of how you're going to get your site to be better performing for you. Now, this section here we call the map pack, and we call it that because, of course, it's attached to a map. But these three folks here, maybe this person, but I don't know. They paid to be here, so I don't know what they did. But these three people here filled out a Google business profile, and they did it thoroughly enough and precisely enough that the computers at Google gifted them, rewarded them with this spot up here near the top of a Google search. And there is value in being at the top of a Google search. And here is what the business profile is going to ask you for. It's going to ask you for what year you started your business, your opening and closing hours every day. And it's also going to ask you to prove that you own the website. Probably a pretty good fail-safe. Now, below that, we have what we call the organic search results. And they call them organic because you don't have to fill anything out to be on them. You just have to have a website, and you will end up somewhere in the Google search results. But where is the question? And that is answered by what is in your website. I'm going to show you that next. Now, these folks at Roof Savers Lock are the very first contractor I find under the map pack. So they're the first organic search result. Here is their site. Here is your site. I'm going to do something really fast here. I'm going to copy and paste your entire homepage into this word counter. You have 711 words. Which is great because then that means I can get a Slurpee. Now, I'm going to do the same for them. 580 words. So you win this little competition. However, because, I mean, algorithms are looking for a specific thing, and that's what Google is utilizing, a Google algorithm. And those specific things usually count when something is more than something else. But Google wants you to have 1,500 words on your website. So even though you win this battle, you're a little less than halfway where you should be. Because Google considers 1,500 words the minimum amount of words necessary to educate their search customers about whatever it was that they typed into that little search window. Now, that search window is very important to Google. They take care of their search customers as much as they can. But they also do it in a way that is kind of bizarre. I mean, at least for me, because the words matter. They certainly do. But Google thinks that they have the lock on relevant. They try to give their search customers the most relevant results they can. Now, for me and you, that means somebody with a good work ethic, somebody who rates high with customers and Better Business Bureau. And for them, it means they have a good website. So that's the system we're left with. Now, I'm going to show you your keywords. You have 105 keywords. Keywords are words that come from you and your competitors' sites. They come from the communities around you. They come from what people type into a Google search to get you and your competitors' sites. Google takes all of those little key phrases and it puts them in order of how often they appeared. You know, the one that appeared the most is the number one key phrase and so on. Now, I'm going to show you what your competitor have. You have 105, they have 514. So there is a bit of a curve there that you're going to have to catch up on. Remember, I mean, it says competition in business. This is what it's come down to now. Because there is a value in being high on a Google search. So the keywords, I'm going to show you what they have. They have roofing Tucson, Arizona. Now, these seem really similar, but I have to tell you something. The Google algorithm that is looking for this stuff, consider these two different search terms because there's an AZ right there. Also, the algorithm does not know our language, so it doesn't know that roofing is related to roof, is related to roofer. It does not know that company is related to companies. They're two different words as far as that algorithm is concerned. It is looking for things in Japanese and Polish at the same time it's looking for our stuff. So it doesn't care. It just cares about what little key phrases appeared most, and that is how it's going to reward somebody for having the most keywords. It's going to put them at the top of a Google search. Now, there's another thing that the algorithm is looking for, and that is this, the backlinks. You're on 38 different domains from your backlinks. And backlinks is well, like for instance on Yelp, you have a profile there. If you have your website on that profile, then that is a link back to your site. That's why we call them a backlink. Now you're on 38 domains, and that's really what the algorithm is looking for. And the reason for that is Google wants you to be on other sites because they figure that if other people want to go to your site, then their customers are going to want to go to your site. And the way that they track that is not by how many people go to your site, but how many other sites refer to your site. You have 38 so far. Your competitor has 97. You're a third of the way to go. Not hard to catch up on that. I'm going to show you what their sites are that they're on, the domains. Yellowpages.com, Super Pages, the best rated, Today's Homeowner, Yellow Page City, Dex Knows. Those are all things that are good to be on. Now, you can catch up easily because I'm looking at their domain ratings. This domain rating it shows the strength of a domain's backlink profile, meaning in the same way that you have a link back to your site from Yelp, Yellow Pages has a lot of links back to their site from a lot of different other sites. So they have a lot of backlinks, and therefore they have a high domain rating. Your domain rating is currently 2.4, which is fine. But you want to get on ones that are highly rated. Then sometimes it's as easy as filling out a profile. Sometimes you have to, apply for these things. But it's just a time-consuming process. But getting on these things is absolutely useful. Now, I'm going to show you what this all really comes down to. Last month, you had 38 visitors to your site. That was your traffic, and that's down 13 from the month before. That means you had just a little over one visit a day. This is what they had, 354. So they had a little bit more than 10 a day. And I can just tell you mathematically that the likelihood that 354 is going to get more requests for an estimate is greater than 38. 10 times greater, right? Almost. So that is the mathematics of that. I mean, they have that many more opportunities to have somebody visit their site and actually become a customer. And that is money in the pocket. That is what that ultimately comes down to. Being higher on a Google site. Search result page is going to put money in your pocket. Now, I'm not sure where you are in this. I didn't scroll down far enough to find you, but I'm going to do that now. And I just want you to think about your own Google habits. and that is, how far down when you're looking for something on Google, how far down do you scroll before you say, you know what, I think I have the results I need from here on up, and I still don't find you. Would you have given up by now if it was something else you were searching for? This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly why your site is underperforming. 96% of the folks who could go to your site are not going there because they haven't scrolled down far enough. So anyway, Lace, thank you so much for watching. I hope I've been helpful. These are ways to improve your website. I'm going to summarize the Google Business Profile, the keywords, and also more backlinks. Now, if you would rather spend your time roofing and doing a great job with these things than you would messing around with the interior of your website, then by all means, give Eric a call. He would be happy to guide you through the next steps, and let's get you more money. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.